Well, welcome back to Gridiron TV. We're joined once again by the Peterborough Saxons and by Nick Tilbury. Nick, thanks very much for joining us on the show.
No problem. Good evening.
Let me just start by having a quick congratulations for the last game and for your season so far. You guys are undefeated down there, so you're doing a good job so far.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, 4-0. We're enjoying it.
Yep. So if we just touch briefly on the last game first of all, and then we'll have a quick chat to find out how the season's been going in general in terms of the other games. So this weekend you had a fairly comfortable victory. Can you tell us a little bit more about the game from your point of view, from down on the pitch?
Yeah. Okay. Well, wet is probably the first word to use. It was the conditions were absolutely awful. I don't think either myself or the Watford quarterback particularly enjoyed the game very much. It was very much a run-focused game due to the conditions. But Watford have got a good team, and it was definitely not a walkover. There was one point where they could have scored, and it would have drawn them level with us. But fortunately, they didn't. Defence made a stand, and we went on and scored again. So that sort of sealed it from there, really.
Yeah. So final score was 20 points to 6. So you did manage to get a couple of scores of difference, and it goes along with your previous game against the Pathfinders, the return leg after two in a row against them, and your first victory 32-0. So that was probably a bit more comfortable for you guys. But then coming back, it was a much closer one. Wasn't that second game?
That's right. Yeah, and I give credit to Milton Keynes. We won quite comfortably in that first game, and they made adjustments, and those adjustments made it difficult for us, and it turned into a bit of a chess match. We scored the winning score with about 6 minutes to go. I mean, it's partially we didn't play too well, but I would like to give them credit. They did well to adjust.
Excellent. So you're undefeated now, and you're the quarterback, so you're the captain of the team, as it were. Can you tell us a little bit, first of all, about your experience with the Saxons and with football in general?
Okay, well, I started with the Saxons going back to October last year, so this would be when they'd folded the previous year. They'd been in Division 1 but folded, and then had permission from the league to join again at Division 2. So they were very much at the start of their recruiting drive back in October last year. Previous colleague of mine, Liam, who was colleague of mine, player of mine when we both played together at Bedford, had now become coach over at Peterborough. So he got on the phone. I went down there and I liked what I saw. And credit to Coach White and Ryan, they've done a good job of building up a feel-good factor, and I feel that's attracted quite a few players from there. I've been playing for quite a few years, since I saw the 1985 Chicago Bears whoop the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I was inspired and I've been playing ever since. I retired a couple of years ago, though, due to just want to spend more time with the family. But like I say, Coach Cook persuaded me to come out of retirement, give it one last hurrah, and just so happened that the Saxons were the sort of team that attracted me, and the two worked together.
It's excellent. And you're now almost halfway through the season with the Saxons. So
Yeah.
you've managed to see your opponents either playing them directly or to see their other games. What do you make of the division that you're in this year? Do you think it's quite competitive?
Yes, and it's interesting. It seems to ebb and flow on almost a weekly basis. At the moment, you'd probably have to say, without any disrespect to the other teams, it's between ourselves and Colchester. And we've not met Colchester yet, but obviously we've beaten teams that they've lost to. So, but I'm sure that they were lacking some of their star players in those games. So I don't think it's a true reflection of those losses. We've got to play them. We've got to play them twice in the space of 6 days, and I really think that will set the tone for both their season and ours.
So now looking, as you mentioned, Colchester probably been one of your bigger challenges. Do you think they're going to be the key games remaining in your season, or is there any other trips or any other games that you think are going to be big tests for you as a team and as an offense?
Well, we don't want to look past. We won't look past anyone. I mean, we've got a week off now, and in that week we're focused solely on Bedford, who are our next opponents, and we won't look past them, not until we've done the job. But as I said, yeah, the way the results have gone, the way that Colchester have put up some big scores, it does very much look like it's going to come down to those two games. Other than so we've got the return match at Bedford, the return match at Watford, who I'm sure will be fancying their chances after we were fairly lacklustre, I have to say, in the last game. But other than that, it's Maidstone, who, without any disrespect, haven't won a game yet. So you'd have to look at it and say us and Colchester are the two big games that are going to decide this.
Great. Well, yeah, thanks for joining us on Go Down TV. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Have an enjoyable week off before the next game, and we hope to catch up with you soon.
Lovely, thank you.